of round of 8 of BSL5. So very, very important match for these players. So spawning on the bottom right position as a green Zerg, we are having Ty2.
And in the upper left-hand corner, in the teal, or malachite, whatever you want to call that color, that is KenZy. And so I was talking to Eon Zerg earlier, and he told me that KenZy picks Protoss into Zerg. He did play random earlier, but this time he is actually playing Protoss. It appears as if otherwise he's the luckiest random player in the world, just always getting Protoss. But I do believe he's picking it here. And, he's going up against Ty2. This guy took a game off of Eon Zerg, really close series, and they're spawning cross positions on in the way of an eddy. And so I believe Ty2 goes 12 pool or 12 hatch here. So either one of those builds is going to be a little bit more economical than if he tried to rush. He's getting a lot of drones, so I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, and it's cross position, but like KenZy had an idea to play ZVZ in the first match against Ty2, and he was playing very well, but he lost after very, very close series, and after that he's playing with only Protoss. So maybe he feels like there is like less luck and more skill involved in playing PvZ than in ZVZ.
I don't know about that, but he is certainly more familiar with this matchup. He knows how to play it very well, but Ty2 is a very different kind of Zerg player. So he's really gonna have to, turn on his brain for this one. I don't know if that's an accurate statement to make about a Protoss player, but if he has one, he's gonna have to use it, because Ty2 is certainly very creative. And I'm excited to see what he has in store here, because even his ZVZ games were kind of weird, but they were really fun to watch, so can't wait to see.
Yeah, and I'm seeing Ty2 as a player who is analyzing a lot, and who can read a lot after seeing players, his opponent playing a certain build, and maybe he saw that KenZy is playing a one gateway all the time, and that's why he decided to go with 9 pull plus speed, just to punish this build, just to abuse the slow zealots with the quick links, and yeah, it's very, very nice opening from our Zerg player.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we are going to see that aggressive build. Now, he hasn't scouted his opponent yet, but by process of elimination, he's drone scouting the upper right-hand base and Overlord scouting the bottom left. And so when these lings pop out, they're going to chase the probe across the map, and eventually they'll find out where they're supposed to go.
Yeah. That's why he's scouting with the drone, yeah, because he wanted to go to the correct direction, and he's making more and more links. So 8 links overall. Probably this. Oh, I thought the still links will be just to stop KenZy from scouting his base, because we saw, I think yesterday, the game 1 hatch Mutalisks from.
Well, this is not a tight wall by any means, so these are going to waltz right in. Oh, they're going to catch the probe. Okay, they snipe 1 probe, but 1 ling does to go down. 2 get into the main, and there's nothing there to stop them. They're going to start hitting this pylon, which is a pretty big deal. Oh, can he pick off any more probes?
Oh,
yeah, gets another one.
Speed just kicked in, so now these 2 links can be very, very annoying, and Ty2 should try to keep them for as long as possible, but because even if he's not killing probes, pulling them from mining is also a huge victory.
Oh wow, he gets another drone or probe there. I think that's like 3 kills on this one Zergling. Oh, 2, but still, early probe kills so valuable as a Zerg player. And he's still pumping links and sending them across the map. Oh, these 5 in the front. Oh, trying to run through. I guess that the forge in front of the pylon makes it a tight wall on that side, because it wasn't tight with just the pylon.
Yeah, definitely. This is the forge was needed there to make it tight, and Ty2 with very, very nice multitasking. He's macroing in the main base with these 2 links, and he's trying to apply pressure in front, and he's macroing more and more links, so he don't want to play a longer game against KenZy.
Oh my gosh, he's about to kill like 2 probes with 1 hit. He's gonna get another one. Yeah, really good probe defense in the main. It's really hard to deal with all of this the stress from the Zerglings in the base.
Yeah, it's very hard job to do, and especially against speedlinks, and KenZy is doing really, really good job.
Oh, he gets another probe, and keeps both the Zerglings alive in the face of 2 zealots. Wow. Okay, this is really impressive.
And sometimes you are seeing Protosses are pulling like half of their probes to one package just to avoid one probe dying. And KenZy is doing that very smartly. He's pulling just this one drone which is being hit by the links, so he's not losing that much of a mining time because of that.
Ty2 has a bunch of Zerglings out front. I thought he might have wanted to try to run through the front door, but there's a cannon there with Zealots, so I don't think that's really going to be possible. And he doesn't have a third hatchery either, so I guess he's just now building it, so Caster Curse there, but still pretty late. That's a third at 5 minutes.
Yeah, and he invested so much money into the slings that his economy is very, very bad, and he badly needs to do something with the slings, because without dealing damage with these slings, it will be terrible for him. So he's just waiting with this overload to see when the Zealots will move out, and then it will be immediately run by, just as Babo did, I think.
You know, I never know what to expect from Ty2, and I always, like, I'll see him do something, and half the time, most of the time, I don't understand it, and then it turns out to be genius, and I'm like, wow, you know, I really learned something here. But the other percentage of the time, it just fails. It's just like, it's just the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, and so I don't know which one of those categories this play is gonna come into, because he's just massing a ton of links. He's gonna try to link flood through the front door, but right on time, KenZy adds a second cannon. He might even add a third one. He's not gonna see this coming, but I think he's just gonna be totally solid at the front. That's like 6 Zealots.
Yeah, it's a lot of even 7 right now, and second cannon will definitely enable him defending. So if he will not move out and not let these links to snipe this cannon, I think he should be relatively safe. But this will be around 36 Zerglings, so this will be huge amount, and he's still massing it. And Corsair will be there in a second, so he will scout what is going on. So I think Ty2 should do something now or never with these things.
Well, he is gonna go for it pretty soon here. Is there a third cannon? Okay, there's a second pylon just in case, but he might need a couple extra cannons. Here we go. Looks like finally we are getting everything together. The Corsair is out just in time to see all these Zerglings. He's gonna pull probes. He might need to pull a few of those and maybe drill through. But look at this wall. It's just so good against all these links.
I can't believe that Ty2 went for this attack, and it looks scary because the gateway will fall in a second. Now, soon he will be able to go and try to snipe the cannons, but there is not that many links left.
He's fighting the Zealots instead of the cannons. Yeah, that's gonna be a yikes for me.
Yeah, that's it, I think. Now the wall is again tight.
Okay, yeah, GG, Ty2 taps
GG.
out. KenZy takes game number 1.
What strategy from Ty2. And maybe it was a part of a mind game. Maybe like in the next game he will play fake mass link bust. Then KenZy make 4 cannons and he will go 5 hatch mass drones.
Okay, yeah, he's playing the long game, right? It's if anyone would do that, it would be Ty2, and he later writes an essay about why, you know, I don't know, he just quotes The Art of War or something. I want to read The Art of Ty2. I'm sure he's got a lot of advice in there, but might need some extra advice to win this series because he's down a game. Only has 1 more game before he's eliminated from the BSL Season 5.
Yeah, and I'm actually we are talking about Ty2 that writing essays, but he can write very well, and his articles are very nice, and he have very nice analysis of the game. So yeah, let's. Like, if Mr. Ty2 is listening right now, just go and write more. We want to read it. All the community want.
Well, he might have a lot of extra time on his hands to go write more Zero if he can't win this series. So it's a win-win for the community, but not for Ty2.
Oh yeah, but how we can make it like so he can have more time and go through at the same time? It's impossible.
Probably donations. Or you can follow his new Twitter account. It's it's like Ty2_SC, I think. Let me make sure. Ty2, yeah, SC_Ty2.
Yeah.
So you can go follow him on his Twitter account and tell him to write more, tell him to play more, whatever it is that you want him to do. That's where you do it. And also it'll make him feel loved on social media, which is the most valuable way to pump serotonin into someone's body. So of course it's very exciting to see him play here. But his back is up against the wall, and if KenZy takes him out in this next game, then he is eliminated.
Yeah, and so KenZy is only one game away from joining the top 7 players in BSL right now, and being like a top 8 player, joining round of 8. But he still have one more game to deliver, and it's not very easy because he's having very hard opponent in front of him.
Yeah. So let's see what's gonna happen. Next game is gonna be on Circuit Breaker. So I don't know what the possibilities are, but I think it's safe to say it's gonna look a lot different.
Yeah, especially that the map is Circuit Breaker, so it's more macro-oriented map.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we're ready.
So 1-0 for Mr. KenZy, and it's pretty funny because he's also a 2 versus 2 player. He's streaming a lot of 2 versus 2. He's almost not playing 1 versus 1 on his streams. So that's also very impressive that he can deliver such a huge level of 1 versus 1 to us.
Yeah, you know, in the previous era of Brood War back in the day, if you were a B teamer on a pro team in Korea, a lot of times they just made you play 2v2. And actually, a lot of B teamers were like the best 2v2 players in the world. I think Larva was a really good 2v2 player, if I'm not mistaken. I might be misremembering that, but I know a lot of B teamers played 2v2 because a lot of times in the early Star Leagues they would have 2v2 matches or even 2v2 tournaments. And it's a totally different meta, so you really do have to practice for that. So yeah, it is really surprising that KenZy is so good at 2v2 and 1v1. Yeah,
and being 2 versus 2 player, like we are always seeing that 2 versus 2 players are having such a good micro that they are maybe not knowing the build orders of 1 versus 1 exactly, and they are not reacting very well to some situations, but their micro is really like on the highest possible level.
Oh yeah. Okay, well this game is going to look a little bit different. Not from KenZy's, going for the same gateway expand, but
that's what he's known for, and now it can work because Ty2 will go with 12 hatch, so this Zealot pressure might do a lot of damage.
But Ty2 is very good defensively. His drone control, very good. I think he says he's more of a macro player, but I think his micro is really good too. So we'll see.
And yeah, though he's not making any more greedy drones at least, so it will be good for him to have this spawning pool right after the hatchery, and cross possession will also help him a little bit because it will take a little bit more time until the Zealot will get to Ty2 base.
Yeah, the probe's gonna scout the build and see exactly what it is. But you know, spawning pool is halfway done, and the Zealot's just about to pop out, so I think he'll be okay to defend on his side of the map. We'll see how things work. Let's see, when is he gonna get this gas? It's kind of the mystery to me. Should be coming up pretty soon here.
I mean, it depends on what kind of build he will want to go, but assuming that the probe will be there...
3 hatch.
Yeah, it will be 3 hatch. Oh, and it will be in 6 o'clock?
I think so. I think he wants that extra gas, but probe's gonna try to stop it. Oh my god, he just barely got that hatchery done. How do you do that?
I don't know.
You get Jade on. You get effort trying to build a hatchery there, and the drone just spins around in a circle and does nothing. And then it gets the hatchery blocked. It's delayed. It's terrible. I don't know how Ty2 does it. Maybe he's got some secret micro strats, but he gets that hatchery down somehow. Wow.
Yeah, and it's very, very big for him because it could be delayed even until now if he wouldn't get it. And now it's in the production. It's almost halfway done, and he had the links on a perfect possible moment. So it's very, very good job out of him, and he will defend against this Zealot with no drone lost. So that's most important part.
Oh my god, he's gonna kill the Zealot with just links. Yeah. Wow. Man, you gotta edit that Ty2 player information. Change it from macro to micro. Getting that hatchery down, killing off the probe and the Zealot like that. Very, very good. I think he lost like 2 links doing all of that. That's really, really good. Yeah,
only 2 links against Zealots. Like, in theory, it's like you should calculate like 3 links for 1 Zealot if you are making links, and losing only 2 links against first Zealot and the probe, it's huge deal. It's very, very well done.
Yeah, he's gonna kill the second Zealot too. If he can catch it before he gets behind the minerals. Whoa, it's so close, he gets it! No way! Ty2, how are you so good?
I don't know how he's doing that. So it's like 1 Zealot for 1 link exchange. 100 minerals per 25.
Okay, that's it's not that great for KenZy. So back at home, KenZy only has 2 Zealots in this wall. He has a sneaky Zealot out there at the 3 o'clock location. But Ty2's pumping Zerglings. He's getting Zergling speed. I think we are going to see another huge amount of Zerglings pumped out to see if he can break through this wall. But the cannon's already done, so I don't know. This is going to be difficult.
Yeah, but there is no first Zealot to fill the wall. So if he'll kill this probe, oh, it gets stacked. So, but it was a very nice attempt. But he invested so much into the links, and there will be Zealot run by brilliant move out of KenZy. He hide this Zealot, and now he will be able not only to scout but also to kill some units, maybe drones or links.
Watch Ty2 perfectly defend against the Zealot with only 2 links. I don't know how he's gonna do it. We'll see if he can. Unless he just doesn't micro at all. Oh, he is microing. Look at the Zealot. It's glitching out, but he still gets 1 drone. He's gonna get a second one. Whoa! Yeah, 2 drones.
Huge victory.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, very, very well done. And Ty2 again is making more and more links. He's going for this mass link style again. Oh, so this is ultimate mind game. Your opponent might be thinking that he was not going to... And he's going for the gateway already. So this time much more quicker.
He's gonna try to take this out. +1's just now started at the forge, so I don't know if that's gonna be enough, but lots of probes being pulled perfectly just in time. There's a second cannon about halfway done on the way, and I don't think these Ty2 Zerglings are gonna break through.
Yeah, it's not working for him. At least he killed some Zealots and pulled probes from mining, forced 1-1 cannon, and there are no gateways from Protoss, so he delayed Protoss a little bit, but I think he is much more delayed because of that.
Yeah, let's count these drones real fast. Let's see, we got 6, we got 7, and then another 8. So that is a total of 15 total drones for our boy Ty2. And on the other side, let's see how many probes we have. Let's see, that's 7, and then a lot. So
it means that it's a lot.
Yeah, about 20, about 20 probes. Whew. Well, we're gonna throw down a Hydra Den. See what we can get done. Let's see, is there a lair? No. So, wow. I guess we're gonna have phase 2, but maybe not anymore after that.
But it's pretty impressive how many drones Ty2 is having right now, despite making so many links and applying so much pressure on KenZy. He was still able to find money for this Hidways and for this 4th hatchery, and saturation in the main and natural for him is relatively good.
Bonnet is trying to pretend like he's KenZy in chat, but KenZy has not built a shuttle yet, so that's how you know he's fake.
Yeah, but let's look for the robotics facility. No robo. So, Mr. Bonnie, you have to wait. You have to wait a little bit more.
Nice try, but we see through your clever lies. There are a couple of Corsairs out, and there's a grand total of 1 Hydralisk trying to defend against these, so I don't know how effective that's going to be. He loses more Overlords now that the second Corsair is through. I mean, that just takes a bad economy and makes it worse.
Yeah, there are 2 very badly hurt Overlords and only 1 Hydralisk overall, so with these 2 Corsairs, he can kill these Overlords, I think.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for it. Let's see if he can get them. 1 Hydra there to defend. It's not really doing all that much. He pulls the weakened Corsair away, goes back and takes out 1 Overlord. I think he might actually be able to get a second one. Yeah, I think the second one's going to go down here, and that's going to supply block him. Oh, actually, no, he has only 41 supply.
Oh, but he will kill overall 3 Overlords, so that's a huge deal. 300
He could go kill the 4th one, honestly, but yeah, don't want to sacrifice. Wait, he just flew right by a vulnerable Overlord. No, go back and kill it.
Yeah,
okay, he's going to go back.
Free. So overall is 400. It's like over more than 1 hatchery he killed with this.
It's free. It's like that. It's free real estate meme. It really is. You just take it out. And there's there's 4 Overlords with like only 1 Hydra to defend them at the 6 o'clock. I think, and they're stacked on top of each other.
Oh yeah.
Don't want to lose Corsairs, but
yeah,
still, it looked really juicy.
Yeah, because sometimes it can be tricky when you lose your Corsairs and Zerg immediately will switch to the Mutalisks, then you can lose the game because he will snipe all your High Templars. So KenZy, I think he's playing a little bit, like, he's thinking about future, he's thinking about late game, and he don't want to lose Corsairs. So I think it's a pretty good call overall, because he already did what he wanted with the Corsairs. He scouted and killed 4 Overlords, it's huge.
Oh yeah, that's mission accomplished. And now he's going to have +1 speed lots heading out across the okay, no, I thought he was going to move out. Yep. Oh, he's thinking about it. Anyway, he is going to have very strong zealots to combine with these Corsairs, do a lot of damage. There's even some DTs on the way if he gets a lot of damage done, and he might run into these Zerglings on the way too.
Yeah, at least it should be scouted by the links of Ty2. Now he's not. Oh, now he knows that the Zealots are going towards him. There are some Hydralisks, like only 6 in the 6 o'clock base, but there is a Sunken, so with a good drone drill he might be able to defend it, but it will be hard.
Yeah, even if he does defend it, like, he might just lose these 4 or 5 Overlords. There's actually 6 Overlords down there, so ooh. He's gonna pull back with his Zealots and run the Corsairs in the main to scout things out. He's gonna see the lair. And it's actually getting Overlord speed right now, so he doesn't have that yet. So these Overlords are still going to be very slow and vulnerable to being picked off by the Corsairs.
And look at KenZy, despite of having such a big army advantage, he's making 3 cannons in the mineral only. That shows us what style he is playing, and he likes to be safe. He don't want to throw the game away because making one cannon not enough. Like he prefers to make 1 cannon more than 1 cannon less. And that's a good call, especially if you are winning the game.
Yep, you are correct. It's his style, very defensive. That one Zergling gets through and scouts it before it dies to the cannon fire. But still, this is going to be a 3rd base for KenZy. And just now, Ty2 throwing down his 4th base. So that is a little bit slow. So let's see what the Corsairs are going to find. Nothing yet, but they are doing a great job scouting. Oh, there's another free Overlord! Okay, so that's a total of 5 Overlord kills for these Corsairs. Wow.
And look at the supplies advantage. It's like
oh no, he's going to get
150.
another free Overlord.
Oh, but he might snipe some High Templars with the links, so nicely done by Ty2. 8 links for 1 High Templar is definitely worth it.
Yeah, really, really good trade there. Is he going to get another one? No, just takes his shields off. There's more Overlords going down, by the way. I think he's killed a total of 6 by now. Wow. Or 5. Okay. There is a DT there as well, just waiting for these drones to get Maynarded to the 4th base.
And this one Dark Templar is just waiting for these drones and immediately punish them before they will even mine 8 minerals. So they didn't earn anything. Oh, yeah, another High Templar with that.
Wow, these snipes have been really good. That's really good by Ty2, but of course on the other side, oh, he's gonna lose another 3 drones. It's like, I thought I transferred 3 drones there. Where'd they go? And now the DT is gonna run up and kill these 3 drones again.
Oh, that's like KenZy's making this small mine. Oh, even 2 more drones. So overall he will kill 8 drones.
He's glitching out the DT apparently, but yeah, everything's gonna die there. That's 8 kills on that 1 DT.
And he's hiding it, so now Ty2 is thinking, did I ever send drones there? It's like, what is going on? My drones are disappearing.
What could be happening there? I love this 2 pylons and 3 cannons just being built to wall the 12 o'clock. The 2 Zerglings take out the probes, so it's going to need to build another one there.
Yeah, but we are seeing a little bit different approach from Ty2 compared to Babo, because Babo was playing pure mass Hydra without any upgrades, where Ty2 is making upgrades from 3 evolution chambers, he's stacking to the hive, making Spire, he's making look as he will probably want to play a little bit more defensive game, because he knows he can't win a straight up fight against KenZy right now. So this shows us that he's not afraid to play a longer game, even like looking at the fact that he is behind right now.
I mean, you say he's behind, but I mean, look at how much he's behind. 40 supply, tech disadvantage. Does he have a hive yet? No, it's about halfway done morphing. Getting a Spire, but that's not going to be done for a long time. And there's still these Corsairs out. Oh, man. This is going to be very difficult. +2 upgrades on these Zealots as well. So, lurkers aren't done morphing yet. Oh no! If he catches those lurkers before they're done, I think he's just going to go right down to the 6 o'clock, but nah. Okay, there are some lurkers that are done morphing. I didn't actually see those, but those are going to be there to defend. Where are the observers? Oh, he actually has to run them back. He's trying to save his observer in the back.
Yeah, there's only one observer, so if Ty2 will decide to snipe it, he will buy some time for himself, and he's sniping some High Templars, so very nice hold on 1-0 lurkers. But KenZy at the same time taking 12 o'clock, so he's evening in the bases.
Wow. Well, yeah, 4 bases up for KenZy. He has 6 cannons already protecting that 6th or the 4th. So he is he's rock solid behind this. Super good defensive play, and I love it. He's not overcommitting to attacks. Like, you run in there, you get your observer sniped, and all of a sudden these lurkers kill your whole army. That could be really bad. So good thing he is pulling back and not overcommitting.
And 6 cents out of Ty2 because KenZy wanted to take 9 o'clock base, and he's sending 1 lurker and 2 links over there just to... But will he be able to deny this base? I don't know. At least he killed the probe. But KenZy is playing this game as a Zerg. He's like, okay, I can't kill him, so I will make 3 more expansions and it will be fine. And I like this this approach.
Zerg style, but he has Scythe Storm too, so it's not like Plague, it just kills the units. You know. It's not at all. Anyway, bad comparisons aside, I think now he might have enough to kill his opponent. I thought he could just go for the killing blow earlier, but you know, he's playing defensively, so you gotta give him props for that. He's got 2 or 3 observers this time, so it's gonna be harder for those to get sniped. Ty2 trying for a backstab at 12 o'clock. That doesn't work out. And now he's trying to run up to the 9 o'clock. He's going to get the units in, but I don't know if he's going to get those units out.
Oh, he's trying to target fire the Nexus, so he's not even going for the cannons. And a very nice storm out of KenZy defending all the cannons, so... That's not the base like KenZy needs it very badly, because his income is still very healthy. So it's... But it's a nice move from Ty2. And look at this hatchery in the top right. It's like he wants to take Nidus over there probably and put lurkers on the high ground to have this base.
Well, Hive is done, and so Ty2 is getting a drop for Overlords. So I've seen a lot of PVZs end with a crackling Doom drop into the main. And that could absolutely be the way this one goes down too. But, you know, we're teching up from KenZy as well. He's getting Arbiters out right now, and... I want to see a stasis on Zerglings. That's what I need in my life, because he is researching stasis. So we'll see how effective that can be.
Yeah, this building top is huge. They're building so many upgrades, so many units, and he's going for plasma shield upgrades instead of armor, because it's I think a little bit better if Protoss if Zerg will decide to go for a plague, then armor is not doing anything. And shield will still make like units a little bit more tough.
Yep. You are exactly right. It also helps out Archons and Carriers if that's the route you want to go later on. Yeah, it's always good to get maybe +1 of that. He's also getting armor as well. You know, he's a little bit of everything coming through. Is he getting +3 melee? I don't think so. Oh, he actually already has it. Wow. Okay, well, these are going to be very strong Zealots. And keep in mind, this is against only +1 Carapace from Zerg. Actually, +2 is just now finishing up. And yeah, here goes those Zerglings getting into the Doom drop.
Yeah, he will make a drop, and he will probably in the same time be able to use an Nidus to kill this top right cannon wall with the Filer. So there are a lot of possibilities for Ty2 to attack, but in the same time he have to defend his 6 o'clock base, because there are only 3 lurkers over there, and huge army from KenZy is moving towards this base.
Oh man, there's all these Overlords running across the map. Have they been scouted? Oh, he hasn't seen them yet. Oh, he's just scout them with the Zealots. Yeah. I think he knows.
Now he knows. Yeah, now he knows what is going on, and what can he do? He's not have. Oh, he's making 2 more arbiters. So yeah, that's. You can always stasis the Overlords.
Yeah, I want to stasis. Yes, stasis the Overlords before they drop. It'd be so crazy. I want to see it. I don't think that this is destined for success, but we'll find out. He is Nidused into a proxy hatchery at the top of the map, Zero. What is happening here?
Yeah, Probably he wants to take this base because now with a swarm it will be possible for him to defend this forever. Like I can't believe that Protoss without reverse or without recall would be able to get in on this high ground without like losing everything.
What a madman! He double dark swarms the cannons to kill everything with cracklings from the high ground. How do you? Damn, Ty2, what a beast! Like, let's
he
just
knows
be real.
what. And look at this. Look at the surface right now. They're both having a limit and both having same amount of money right now. So it's not like Ty2 is behind. He will be able to rebuild his limit after the fight.
This is some like 9,000 IQ plays right here from Ty2.
Yeah.
Why is there a proxy hatch with a Nidus up there? Because like you build the Nidus to like transport your units, but instead of sending his units through the Nidus, he brings them up in drop overlords. So I don't know there.
It's weird. He could do it with Nidus. He didn't have to use overlords, but maybe he was forced to go this direction with because he was chased by the units. But yeah, that's pretty funny way to do it. Oh, we might see a plague, maybe.
Oh my god, that'd be the sickest plague. It's like it's not a total recall. It's like a total plague.
Total plague, yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. Where the units like all stack up on each other, and then you just plague everything.
Ultimate catch-up. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Ketchup by way, the superior condiment by far. So I don't know if you mustard people are out there, but you're gonna live a hard life before you realize that. Yeah, there's a huge plague right over everything. So, GG.
Oh, but we will have a recall into the main base. KenZy is going with the Arbiter. He's having energy, so he will recall everything and tie to main base. Oh, it's not that big. It was.
He just recalled like a bunch of 1 HP Protoss units. These things are gonna die instantly. What?
Oh yeah.
Okay, KenZy, I don't know if that's your finest hour, but he's actually killing quite a few probes with this.
Oh, so that plague helped a lot. Without this plague,
drones.
it would be much harder to deal with it. But it was very nice attempt, and we had a recall at least.
Oh look, there's a Defiler in the middle of the map that's not killing everything. Okay, well anyway. Defiler could have landed a sick plague again. Also, keep in mind, I believe a plague, decloaks. So if you see an arbiter, just plague it, and everything underneath it.
Yeah, it helps.
Not gonna have
you're right. It helps to see an invisible units. Oh, these links are so cost efficient against 1 HP zealots.
Yeah, cracklings. What a unit. I love it. Imagine if there was an upgrade for Marines at tier 3. Like you complete your tech tree,
yeah,
and your Marines get like 20% extra attack speed.
Oh my god,
would that be good? I think that'd be good.
I mean,
what if
they're having that? It's called Steam, I think. Oh, and it's more than 20. So plus Steam, do you mean? Yeah, extra 20%.
Yeah. So Zerg has to wait until tier 3 for their attack speed upgrade, but Terrans get it on their academy.
Imba spotted. Mr. Rapid just spotted Imba.
I found it. I found it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it would be good to
crackling attack at the 4th.
Like Steam should be allowed just after science facility. It would be then fine.
Can you imagine like no Terran ever wins a game ever again?
Like, Mass Goliaths is the only meta from now on.
It's the only way. You have to play that style. But look at this weird map that we have right here, Zero. Because of that weird Nidus drop thing, whatever that was in the upper right-hand corner, like Ty2's mining up there, and like 2 inches away is this Protoss base that is also mining from the mineral only. So we're gonna have peace in our time here on Circuit Breaker. Wow, this is a really weird game.
Yeah, definitely. It's like I still can't say who is winning. I mean, Ty2 was able to even the game after being so behind. That's very impressive, and he's having this right side of the map. But if it comes to the split map situation when KenZy will take these 2 bases on the left, it should be fine for him, because in split map scenarios, Protoss should get advantage.
Yep, definitely agree, especially if half your army is like Storm and Archons. Those are really going to trade cost effectively. So here he goes. He's got Obs, he's got Storm, he's got cloaking fields from Arbiters. It's a really strong push. But, you know, there's a bunch of Scourge flying in from behind. Those can absolutely snipe these Arbiters, remove the cloaking field, and make this a lot easier for KenZy to clean, or for Ty2 to clean up. Big Storms, though, are eliminating quite a few of these Cracklings. The Archons in the front are doing a lot of damage. They'll still work under... oh my god, the Storm killed all the Scourge!
Yeah, he saved the Arbiter, so it's very good team play out of Protoss units. But the Swarm is also working well.
Yeah, the Swarm is doing a good job there. Dragoons don't work too well, but he's got 3 Archons behind this. And invisible Archons, those things are pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. 3/2/2 invisible Archons. That's always something. God. And 3/3 on the way.
3/2/2. Well, I guess the 2 from armor doesn't really help Archons that much, but you know the extra shields are gonna really help out. But,
and the mineral only is dying right now because very nice usage of a Swarm, but KenZy defended it somehow.
Yeah, Storm greater than Swarm, and actually, yeah, that might have actually helped KenZy out a little bit because now he refocuses to what I think is going to be a much easier base to clean up.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there is too much. Oh, very nice plague, but there is not too many units from KenZy. He's having like 8 Dragoons overall, 10 Dragoons and 3 Archons.
You know, I think it's time for Bonnet to hop into KenZy's body because I really think that like Reaver drops or even just Reavers would be super good at this point of the game because eventually Cracklings will kill your whole army as Protoss. Like it's gonna happen. Wait, do we have another Stasis here? Oh my god, Stasis! Stasis, the units on the ramp! No,
make Draco Stasis, yeah!
Oh. Yeah! Cracklings will kill your whole army. So you gotta have some splash damage to deal with it.
And KenZy can rebuild a lot of Zealots, but he's not having gas to rebuild this very expensive, very good army like Archons and Dragoons, so his army will be not as powerful as it was, I think.
Man, both players super rich at this point. KenZy's got a lot of minerals, not a lot of gas. Ty2 just has a lot of everything. Dark Swarm, Zerglings, big plague on the entire Protoss army. Actually, not all of it, but the Zealots, so it's going to soften those up. Man, this game is so intense. This is so sick. If KenZy wins, he advances and eliminates Ty2. But Ty2 is really kind of fighting the game of his life right now.
Yeah, and he must feel very happy because he's having like half of the map and he's still pressuring Ty2. He's trying to kill him, but Ty2 don't want to die. He's fighting with everything he has. He wants to still be in this game and still play. And he's not even mining from this natural, from this proxy hatchery base. He took. Oh, there will be recall.
Oh my god. So he kills one, but yeah, look at this recall.
On top of the Nidus.
Yeah, I don't. That's another like 3 centimeter recall right there. But anyway, he does kill the Nidus, so no reinforcements that way. If you know Ty2, he's just gonna send the Overlords up there to drop the units in instead of using the Nidus now. But there's a couple of Defilers here. They could cast some Darkstorm, but I think Ty2's just gonna clear this up without him.
But look at the natural of Ty2, how many Ultras there are. It's like powerful army. If he will send everything, that's where his money came for. It's like was used for.
Wow, Zero, I'm zooming in on these Ultras, and they just look so badass in StarCraft Remastered. I never really like fully thought that through, but they actually look super sick. And even though I think they're really cool, I don't think KenZy's gonna think they're really cool because he is gonna be in a little trouble here. Yeah, no splash damage here at all, aside from a couple storms.
Oh, the finally Overlord came and he's smashing the Protoss army. Like this Ultra is so powerful. He's not even having the Carbase upgrade for them, and he's still winning the very significant battle.
I don't really know what that Dark Swarm was for. Yeah, even these storms. Like, how many storms does it take to kill an Ultra? It's like 3, 4.
I think 4.
Something like that.
Yeah, Storm is dealing 101 damage, so it should be 4 storms. But Ultra is also regenerating during that time, so yeah. But 440 damage should be enough to kill it. But also Ultra is also moving, so storming Ultra is not easy way to do it.
No, it's just not a great idea there, my dude. So. Wow, realistically, this 1 o'clock base is going to explode before our eyes. KenZy is running out of resources. He's running out of army. Ooh, I think Ty2 might be able to bring it back here.
Yeah, I think the only shot for KenZy is right now is try to kill the bottom left base and try to take these two fresh bases with minerals, with gases, and try to maybe hold on over them with reverse. But because right now Ty2 income is huge and his upgrades and tech is also great, so he can just produce units and send them and try to kill. Oh, he's going for recall in the bottom left.
Yeah, he does recall down there to the bottom left-hand base. There's not a whole lot here to defend it. He's just going to wipe it out. Now, you know, that base was not super essential. Ty2's got every base on the map, basically. But it is a big commitment, and it's a big move from KenZy to try to get back into this game. I don't know if this is going to be enough to make it even by any means, because he still has to find a way to get a new base of his own. And eventually Ty2 will be able to clean this up, even though the base did die.
Yeah, definitely. Now the Ultras came. Still no Carbase, so I think Mr. Ty2 forgot about the Carbase, but he's still winning with that Protoss army, but he lost some Ultras.
Well, hey, you know, there's still no anti-air, so this Arbiter could stay down there and kill everything, but
oh yeah,
it's a coward Arbiter, and it runs away. Oh well.
Oh, now it will be intercept. No, he survives. It's
wow.
31 HP. And so many Zealots from KenZy. He's having 9,000 minerals, huge bank, but pure Zealots, not the best units. I mean, these are 333 Zealots, so they are the best Zealot they can be, but
yeah, I think
hard.
333 Zealots, like those things are really strong. Like, I don't know if they're crackling strong, but they're gonna be pretty good. And you know, there's still storms here. There's 3 Defilers. They did plague the Zealots.
Yeah, very nice
everything's
plagues.
Gonna die here. Yeah, this is a pretty good attack. Now, just look at the Zerg that's coming across the map. There's like 100 supplies just coming up here to kill these Zealots. The storms are going to be really, really
6
good,
storms, but it's not enough, I think.
Yeah, I think this is where KenZy dies.
Oh, poor KenZy. He's still having some minerals in his mineral only, and the 9 o'clock base, so he's mining, but like he's having. Oh, he's still having 2 gas incomes. 12 o'clock is almost mined out, and 9 o'clock is having 1,700, so still some gas income, but compared to Ty2, where he's mining from almost entire map.
Whew. Well, yeah, KenZy needs another base, and I don't know where he's going to find one. There's so many cracklings running across the base. He's got to really not miss them running by into one of the bases he does have, otherwise it's just going to explode. He catches the Zerg army out in the middle of the map, and you know, these Zealots are still really strong, but all it's going to take is maybe one more plague, and his army is not going to be worth very much.
Yeah, it's the bottom side of making a lot of Zealots, not making too many Archons, Weavers, and very expensive units. Like Plague can destroy this units very easily, and Ty2 is prepared for that. He's having like 2 Defilers with 170 energy, so the Plague will be. Oh, he played. Like 10 Zealots, easy peasy.
Yeah, oh man, that's so heartbreaking. Man, well, here come the Ultras. Dun, 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 dun. Everything here is gonna die. Maybe he recalls out his army.
Oh yeah, it's possible. It's StarCraft 2 is very common, right?
I mean, I guess, but he's actually gonna use Stasis instead. Does catch quite a bit of Zerg, but he actually faces his own Arbiter as well, so I don't think that there's a whole lot left here for KenZy, but he is fighting very valiantly.
But somehow his bank is not dropping. He's still having 8,500. So I don't know how he's spending his resources, but he's still having very good savings for pension or for better days.
So one thing that I'm thinking about right now is Ty2 is mining off of a lot of bases. And that means he has a very high drone count. So his army size might not actually be that big. Whereas, actually, you know, KenZy also has way too many probes. So I don't think that's actually that big a deal. Because if you look at like 12 o'clock, there's just infinity probes there. They're not doing anything. So, whew, this is going to be rough. Look at all these Scourges that are flying across the map to try to kill these Arbiters.
Oh yeah, and he will be able to snipe this one at least. Oh, he's not focusing? He's not paying attention, I think.
Well, a bunch of the Zergling, or the air Zerglings are dying. Oh man, can he get the Arbiter? Look at the micro, look at the control!
Yeah.
Ah, it does
He
get
was
one
trying to
Arbiter.
delay. It's very hard. I mean, there are some Terran players who are doing that with the vessels. I still don't know how they are doing that, but it's sick that they can outmaneuver the Scourges before they will hit them. Oh.
I love these stasises. Oh, is he gonna save his other Arbiter? Ah, running away from the Scourge? No, gets it.
Yeah, he gets it, but it was very good battle for KenZy, I think. He killed the base and he killed some army.
Damn, you know, 3-3-3 Zealots, they're pretty good. He's running Infinity Cracklings and Ultras in here. You know, Ultras don't deal splash damage, so they just have to one-on-one these manlots, and I mean, this is pretty scary. And KenZy still has 8k minerals, so there's going to be a lot more where this came from.
Yeah, definitely. And if you are right, the Protoss army, the Zealots are very, very strong if they are not plagued. It's like they can fight straight up against Ultras and Lynx if they are not plagued, and they are winning the battles, especially that the Ultras are not having +5 car pace.
You know, we talk about how KenZy doesn't have very much income, but he has such a huge bank at this point, he might not actually need that much, because you know, he's going to have as many Zealots as he could ever want to produce, right? And
yeah,
he's spending his gas very cost effectively. High Templars, Dark Templars, both great ways to put your gas in. And he's going to come up here and bust this base in the upper left, which is one of the best bases that Ty2 has. Now, there is a Nidus there. Oh, wow, that's not a great storm. But
yeah, he's trying to kill the gas.
He does kill off all the Lings. Now, the Lings will kill off all of his army. And so this is, I think, the first big hit that KenZy has taken, losing everything down there.
Yeah.
The Defiler just plagues one observer in the center of the map. I'm like, okay, that's useful.
It's always 39 HP. Like it would be dead by one Scourge anyway, but now he can kill it with two Hydra shots. So it's always something. And KenZy is killing 3 o'clock base from Ty2, so very nice move out of him. But he's still behind.
What is happening on my screen? Like, is this okay? He's distance mining from the 1 o'clock base with probes.
Oh yeah,
it's throw down a Nexus there and try to take it.
Yeah, I have the same. I have the same screen, so I think the replay is not broken.
Yes.
Oh, the probe is 3-0 drone versus 3-3 probe. Who will win? Oh, I wanted to see that. Oh, these Lynx are disrupting everything.
Yeah, good luck trying to build a base when Cracklings exist. Needs to cancel that. Is he gonna cancel? Oh my god, what? Wait, what?
But
what a god! How does he not cancel that Nexus? That was on like 10 HP.
Yeah, and he was able to. And if he will defend it, it might be still fine for him. So many units from Ty2 are coming there. Oh, but I think this is just too much of a Zerg.
If he has like maybe 1 or 2 more storms, maybe he holds on. But yeah, Cracklings kill everything.
And now
Cracklings are just the best unit in the game.
Like now, the money from KenZy now is not getting any higher. He's just staying on the money he's have. He will just build units for what he have, and it will be probably the final attack. And the number
he
of
finally
probes.
mined out. Yeah, mined out on the 9 o'clock base. Can't get another base up. He can keep producing off of his bank, but this is going to be it.
Yeah, and Ty2 is mining from 4 bases right now, so that's really something.
Well, I mean, wait, is he going to try to distance mine or attack with these probes? I guess he's going to try to attack with them, but pretty sure like 2 Cracklings could kill all of those. Oh, don't lose your High Templars! Ah, he's going to have his High Templars surrounded in the middle of the map by Cracklings. Oh, okay, some good storms coming down there, but this is energy he needs for this attack. Kills off all these Cracklings, does save his High Templars, but this is one of the last attacks we're going to see KenZy able to make.
Yeah, but killing every 250 HP High Templar for Ty2 is huge win, because this kind of High Templar could kill like 40 Zerglings, and then now it's not existing, so very good job, but now is KenZy gonna bust this base?
And how is this game still going on? We're 37 minutes into this game, Zero.
Yeah. Oh, we are having this stasis, so the units from all the ultras are stacked.
Yeah, well, sucks to suck, ultras. Oh, look at those storms.
He will glitch it. Yeah, there are so good storms over there, but he wanted to bleach the ultra with the drones, but it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, that's not what happened there. And so yeah, this base dies. Look at all the probes and zealots streaming down. You know, this game's not over yet.
Oh, I think it is. I think this is. At least in theory, it should be the end because Ty2 is still mining on the right side of the map, so he can still produce more units, and KenZy is not mining, and oh, Stasis is over, so all the ultras are free now.
Okay, all right. I was technically right, Zero. The game is not over.
Oh
yet,
yeah, you are right.
Yeah,
and I think
realistically,
there are some players who can bring this game. I probably to win this game, but. Yeah, but this is a huge advantage for Ty2, and he would have to make huge mistake to lose it right now.
Yeah, look at all these probes running through the ultras. What am I watching here? This is the weirdest thing.
Yeah, and finally they are all dead. It's only 66 supplies for. Oh, this is the final attack on the top right base. By Mr.
He's trying to kill the detection so these DTs can kill everything, and he finally does get rid of it. So these DTs can actually just kill everything. How many overlords are there here? There's actually no overlords anywhere in the upper left-hand corner, upper right-hand corner of the map.
Oh, he's flying with 2 of them, so I think he will be able to defend this this hatchery.
Yeah, just barely. But there's 3 DTs in the upper right. Man, KenZy is not tapping out.
Yeah, he badly wants. Like, if he would win this game, he would be in the round of 8. GG.
Right as I say that, KenZy taps out. Wow. Okay.
Caster course.
Yeah, got him. Okay, so KenZy does tap out, and that is going to tie the series up, or tie to the series up at 1-1. It does.
Yeah, that's really impressive. And 1-1 in the last series after 38 minutes. That's really something.
Yeah, yikes. I mean, if that's what it takes to kill KenZy, we could actually be here all night. You know, it's about 6:30 a.m. here in Korea, and Ty2 is going to make me a zombie if he keeps playing games like that. But hey, whatever it takes to win, Ty2 does it, ties the series up.
Yeah, and it was a long game, and he delivered after 37 minutes, right? So after that beginning, Masling's trying to bust, he delivered, but he should buy a maybe not a beer, but energy drink at least for Mr. Rapid for making this last series so long.
I wonder if Ty2 drinks energy drinks. We'll find out. Maybe he's more of like an herbal tea kind of guy. I can see Ty2 with like nothing in his room but like a small bonsai tree in the corner and like a thermos of herbal tea by his computer. Maybe that's the style, but I don't know. Maybe he's got Cheetos and Mountain Dew everywhere. Who knows?
Did you try the herbal tea ever?
Yeah, it's really popular in Korea.
Oh, and I thought it's working the same as energy drink. It's like better than normal tea, and it's they give you more energy or something like that?
Yeah, so there are a couple of different types of herbal tea. I didn't realize, but tea is actually a specific kind of plant. There's like a tea plant, right? So you can have things like Earl Grey tea, but it's only technically tea if it has like the tea plant in it. There's a lot of herbal teas that don't actually have the tea plant in it, and so they don't have caffeine and stuff like that. But they do have other benefits. But you can absolutely get tea that has a ton of caffeine in it, and does work a little bit better than energy drinks because there's no sugar high. Anyway, that's your random herbal knowledge of the day.
Like, these are the biggest. Like, Mr. Rapid here is with us, so he is a professional caster for RSL and KSL. So please don't forget to go and follow his Twitter account. There is a link over there. He's casting like the best games in the world of the StarCraft Brood War right now, and for the last year he was casting some Gosu games from Korean Star League and Africa Star League and Singhantang Pro League also. Yeah,
multitasking as much as I can, like a good StarCraft player. So
yeah, and he's sacrificing a lot to be there on 6:30 a.m. So we will not make it any longer. We'll go directly to the game number 3. And we will see who will be the player who will advance from the second spot. The map will be Aztec.
Okay, yeah, Aztec is our final game of the night. Hope you guys have been enjoying BSL so far. Cannot wait to start our last game and find out who is our final player to advance on the BSL round of 8.
So let's go directly to the game. Ty2 versus KenZy, the last game. After this game we will know our top 8 players of Season 5.
All right, there we go.
So spawning on the 12 o'clock position as an orange Zerg, this is our American player, Mr. Ty2.
That's right, and his opponent in the 12 o'clock location, oh actually no, in the bottom right-hand corner is KenZy from France, or French-Canadian. I don't know exactly what kind of French he is, but there he is, in the yellow as Protoss.
I think it's Europe French, European French.
Okay, well, never trust me to tell which kind it is. And I actually think that, if I'm correct, if Ty2 wins this, he would be the only American player in the round of 8.
Yeah, I think, yeah, the only North America player, and yeah, the only one North America and the only one USA representative over there. So that's really something for USA, because like they would have their player over there in the top 4 winner players.
Yeah, I mean Dandy and Terror are already qualified, so the Peruvians are representing from South America, and actually mostly Polish players, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess you're pretty happy with that, Zero.
Like, we are happy. I'm happy because we are having one Protoss, one Terran, and one Zerg from Poland who joined, and they are really deserve this. This was not like some cheeses builds or some kind of stuff. They are
Right.
very well skilled player, and they deserve to be there. So yeah, I'm happy that we are having like 3 Gosu players from Poland, and I hope in future we will have more.
Yeah, hopefully we do have more representation. I don't know. I want to see one player from each country, and then we'll have balance there as well. But either way, let's actually talk about what's going on. Probe almost blocks the spawning pool from being made because it was there so quickly. But it was a 12 hatch and then pool coming down immediately after that. Probe sees everything. On the other side, I don't think it should be a mystery that it is going to be this 9 gate coming out of KenZy.
But I think blocking this spawning pool will be great for KenZy, because this fast Zealot will try to apply so much pressure, especially that it's a fast gateway, so it will be run with time. So Ty2 will try to make these links as fast as possible. So it's good that he wasn't blocked by this Zealot. Oh, he's blocking the Zealot with the drone.
Yeah, that's really good micro by Ty2 to try to slow it down just a little bit, buy those crucial seconds. I mean, realistically, you don't have too much to micro at this stage in the game, so you might as well make use of that 220 APM to control this drone and try to stop the Zealot from getting in. He's going to wind up losing the drone, so I don't know if that was worthwhile, but hey, it did the utmost.
Sometimes you can over macro, like... Sometimes we are seeing I'm seeing the battles like if the players wouldn't macro they would win, but they're macroing and they end up losing the battle because they move command, for example, until just go A move attack. Oh, KenZy will... Very nice move out of Ty2. He blocked the Zealot.
Yeah, Probe almost killed the drone. I think it got down to like 10 HP, but couldn't quite seal the deal. And this is one of those maps that you can't run the Zealot behind the mineral line because it's totally open. So, sorry, no Probe or no drone kills for you. Drone survives at 2 HP at the very end.
Actually, he killed first drone, so it also...
Oh, did he?
I mean,
Yeah,
the drone
right.
which was trying to block him, so it's always pretty fine for KenZy. He gets a scouting, so it's relatively fine for him. He's getting his Nexus done, so it's pretty fine situation. This one hidden Zealot will also give him some scouting probably soon.
That's a weird place to hide it. Don't you have mischance versus range if you hide under trees? Yeah, I think if you're standing in a shadow.
Yeah, it's something like, yeah, there is something. Like, I don't know how it works, but there is something like the missed chances when you're hiding behind the tree.
Yeah, I think what do you call them? Doodads, whatever it is. Yeah, if you have map artifacts, you get this chance. Whoever programmed that into the game, like there's somebody that like actually put that code in the game. They're like, yeah, if you're under a tree, it's harder to hit you, right? Like, yeah, this is an alien world where we don't follow any rules, but yeah, trees.
Yeah, trees are good, and they're growing over there. It's like they're having leaves and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like the leaves just block the dragoon shot. Okay. Yeah, alright, my dude. Alright, well, all the zealots and probes have been cleaned up. There's one scouting probe that's on the left-hand side of the map. But anyway, we're going to see 3 hatcheries out of Ty2, and I want to see another one of these crazy late games, because it seems like Ty2 does pretty well in those late-game situations.
And I'm happy to see that he's not trying to do some crazy all-in bus. He's doing just enough things to be safe. To not die, to not lose any drone against this early zealot pressure, and he's making so many drones, 5 hatcheries already, and now making double extractor just to keep up with the gas mining. So macro game from Ty2.
Yeah, Ty2 is really macroing. This is 540. We already have our 5 hatches up. Gas is on the way. Drones in production. Yeah, really just macroing out of control. You might actually snipe this probe with the speedlings.
Very nice reaction. Oh my god, but KenZy is out maneuvering it.
Oh my god, KenZy! Wow! That was really sick. He gets in to scout the natural, but I don't know if that gives him too much info. I guess he sees the other hatchery, so he knows it's at least 4 hatch.
And he sees a second extractor, so he might think that these are the Mutalisks, because normally you are not having the second extractor that fast.
Mm-hmm.
So he might be afraid.
He definitely might. This is actually 6 hatcheries from Ty2, so we are really going into macro mode. I actually didn't know that you could support 6 hatcheries, because for the longest time, at least in Korea, Zergs are just like, no, you have 2, 3, or 5 hatcheries. Those are the only numbers you're allowed. No 4 hatches, no 6 hatches, only 2, 3, or 5. Or I guess 1 if you're gonna be that guy. But yeah, you can actually support just tons and tons of units.
Yeah, definitely, and I think these days the Zergs are making more drones. So back in the days it was like when the base had 9 mineral patches, there was 9 drones just to have 1 drone to 1 mineral patches. Now it's like 15 drones per base, so it's a little bit more mining. So thanks to that, I think Zergs can saturate 6 hatchery and tech behind it, make upgrades and stuff.
Wow. Okay, so we're going to go the distance on this game. We are just going to have tons and tons of units, and I really like it. So what is the build that KenZy is going for? I think it's just going to be exactly the same. He's not skipping Stargate or anything like that. He's just going into macro mode and then trying to bust out and take a 3rd base, something like that.
Oh, excuse me, there was some lag. I needed to fix it, but I hope it's better right now. I hope chat will tell us.
Well, you know, there's a bunch of Hydras coming up here, but this is one of those rare maps that you can actually concave your Zealots on the high ground ramp and just stop a whole lot of rush attempts. And yeah, sure, there's a way to come around the side and stop that, but it takes a lot longer for units to get over there. So, good defense by KenZy. He's going to hold on, but he still needs to find a way to break out, actually canceling the second cannon.
Yeah, he's feeling very secure right now, it feels like. And I don't know if I like this move, because now Ty2 will probably make like million Hydra risk and try to apply some pressure. At least deny 3rd base from KenZy.
These are +1 speed lots. They could actually just run over the Hydras that are right next to them, and I think they're going to. Yeah, Ty2's got to get out of there.
His +1 upgrade is halfway done, so maybe we will have some kind of timing attack from him. I don't know. I really like
+2. Oh, you mean Ty2?
Oh yeah. I mean Ty2. Excuse me if I tell KenZy, then my bad.
Okay, well yeah, these +1 speed lots are just gonna mow down these Hydras as they run desperately away. And they actually might chase them away from this Overlord, so we could kill it with Corsairs. But now there's going to be the reinforcing Hydras coming across the map. There's already a DT getting a few hits off.
Yeah, but look at the supplies. It's 92 to 96. Ty2 is macroing so well, so he was not lying in the informations to the profile. He is a macro player.
Yeah, he's building 1,000,000 Zerglings, Hydras, everything you could possibly want out of 6 hatcheries. And I think maybe KenZy's going to regret canceling that cannon. He needs a lot of them, but he's trying to hold on top of this ramp. I don't blame him because there's a little bit of mischance, but oh, this DT at the bottom could actually kill off a lot of these Hydras.
Oh, but the storm might be so crucial. Oh, juicy storm arena. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, and the DT. So both kinds of Templar kind of uniting together to defeat the swarm at the bottom of the ramp.
And since KenZy like pulled this attack, oh, he's making an expansion on the 7 o'clock with a gas, so he's skipping mineral only.
Yeah, I definitely have Aztec vetoed, so I don't know exactly where you are supposed to expand to, but I guess that makes a lot of sense. Doesn't want the gas, and I mean, this is round 2 for Ty2, right?
Yeah.
He was pushed back, and now he's going to try to come back, but this is not that many Hydras compared to what he attacked with the first time, so how many Zealots? Just like 2 control groups of Zealots here.
Some of the Zealots are hurt, but overall, yeah, you are right, it's like around 20 Hydralisks overall. There are million of links over there for Ty2. He sniped 100 Templar on the cost of like 7 Hydralisks, so it's not like the best exchange.
Well, you know, Ty2 is expanding behind this, right? He tried to take another base, but the DT actually denied the drone, so we might see an expansion at the 3 o'clock, but more importantly, the Protoss is going to get an expansion, and that's what really matters here. But let's see if he is actually going to be allowed that. All of these Zealots and High Templar are going to be surrounded on both sides. The Hydra's running around from the left, and the Zerglings coming right down, but look at this concave of Zealots. These Zerglings just evaporate.
Yeah, these are +1 Zealots against 0-0 Zerglings. 0-0 Zerglings, so he devastated this army. It was a very bad attack out of Ty2.
Yes. I'm glad you said it, not me, Zero, because this is it's painful to watch, right? It's like you set up a Gatling gun and then you run bunnies into it. It's like one of those things wins against the other. And this time Ty2 was the bunny.
But I'm not seeing any oh, he's having a lurker, so he still should be fine because there are only Zealots basically from KenZy. He's not switching to the his range is almost, oh, I wanted to cast accuracy. It's like, and then suddenly 5 Dragoons put out Dragoons, but oh, now the army from Ty2 is relatively good. Hydra is plus lurkers.
The Storm actually missed the lurkers, apparently. I don't know how that works, but sniping off a couple of Corsairs here and there, and there's no observers here, so it's going to be hard to move into this lurker field.
Yeah, but having the base with the gas for KenZy is good, and I don't think that even Ty2 knows about it. He probably thinks that he's playing against 2 base Protoss.
I think you're exactly right. Maybe he can suspect that there's a base out there somewhere. He's scouting around with a couple of Lings and Overlords on the map, but he's going to scout this 6 o'clock base, and maybe he'll think that is the 3rd instead.
Yeah, he probably will think that, but the Corsairs needs to be careful. He attacked from the right angle just to not pull this Overlord to the left side, force him to fly to the right side. It's much better.
And he's gonna kill the Overlord eventually. So, whew, wow. You know, Ty2 did get the 3 o'clock base up, and he's gonna be mining gas from there eventually. So, do we have Hive Tech up yet?
It's halfway done, so.
Halfway, yeah.
So it's almost, oh, he's building 10 Overlords.
Okay, well, I think we know what this means. Might be looking for another one of those crackling drops in the future. Maybe just ensuring that he has coverage against Dark Templar. I don't know, we'll see. Gravitic boosters are upgraded. There's Gravitic Drive and Gravitic Boosters. Drive is the shuttle speed. Boosters is the Overlord, or what is it? Observer speed. So he wants to make sure that he keeps those alive against getting sniped.
Yeah, that's a really good upgrade to have when we are playing against Zek, who is trying to make contain and defend with lurkers. Like, because it's so easy to snipe observers with Hydralisk or with Scourges, and then with the speed, like it's the same speed as Scourges, right? After this upgrade.
After the upgrade, yes, Scourges can't catch observers. I think so. That's been my experience, but maybe maybe my observers are slower. I don't know. Either way, you know, he's bypassing the big lurker field and heading up to the top of this ramp. There's a bunch of lings and hydras, but no lurkers here, so he should be able to bust up here.
Yeah, but he's not deciding to go over there. But you are right, without lurkers, it would be relatively easy battle for him, because these are 0-0 Zerglings and 0-2 Hydra, so very good upgrades for this Hydras, but these Lings will dismelt when they will fight against this Protoss army.
Well, you definitely don't want to overextend, especially if maybe crack was done a little, or adrenal glands was done earlier. Yeah, if he had researched a different drug, maybe his Zerglings would be stronger. But this is a very powerful Protoss army. KenZy is maxed out, and Ty2 is 50 supply down. So I think we might have some hints about what this attack would look like.
And he's making an overlook drop, so KenZy already patrolling with the Corsairs. He's having so many cannons in the main base and the High Templars just in case of a drop, so he had a limit, and he was able to invest so much money to defend his main base, to secure it just in case of attack. I would like to see some river tech from him. It would be a very nice add-on to his army composition.
All right, well, let's find out how good this attack is going to be. If anything is overextending, this is. But I think that KenZy has too much for Ty2 to deal with. So Ty2 doing a good job kind of corralling KenZy's forces.
Yeah,
but KenZy hasn't actually done anything yet.
Ty2 is doing an excellent job, like, avoiding a battle. And this is huge for him, because now... Oh, but he's having only 6 lurkers over there, so if KenZy will decide to attack over there, it can work.
I love how KenZy is clearing these lurkers. Yeah. Storm, and then one Dragoon shot to kill them off there. And he's going to get some big money storms on these lurkers in the back, weakening all these... oh my god, look at this. These Zealots are one-punch man against his Zerglings, just bopping them out. Can't do anything, even though they're flooding in from every angle. KenZy's just too strong. Keeping a maxed out army, still 50 supply up.
Yeah, and he's killing all the forces on the left side. 13 kills Dark Templar. So while the fight was going on, this Dark Templar was having a feast, was eating all the Zerglings and Hydralisks.
Cute Dark Templar, but see, 13 kills. Oh my gosh. Just noticing that. Okay, it dies at 13, but look at KenZy's finally going to make that big push up there. He's going to lose his observers. They're pretty far forward, but nope, they got that speed. Dark Swarm on top of the ramp. It's going to be a good way to defend up there. Wisely enough, KenZy's going to pull back.
But Ty2 is mined out in the mineral only, so he will be mining only from 3 bases. There is drone transport to this 11 o'clock base, where he will...
He's only mining from 2. Oh, no, it's 3. Okay, I'm actually the dumbest person. Don't listen to what I say, Zero.
Oh, it's very late over there in Korea, so I understand that.
That's right.
Like, misclicks matters. There is a lot of going on.
Yeah, this is my 7 a.m. brain talking. Yeah. Okay, so if you just hear me not talk for a long period of time, I did pass out, but I think this game is actually so exciting that is probably not going to happen. I say probably. Here comes the Doom drop. We got 8 Overlords of Pain dropping in to all these cannons. Oh my god, run away! Oh, these Corsairs are gonna kill everything! Oh my god!
Immediately they ran away because... Oh, and now KenZy decided, okay, it's a time to attack, and it might be a good idea. Or not. I don't know, because there is a lot of Zerg.
I mean, hey, these lurkers are doing really well, but they will die, and so will everything else in those Overlords. So I love how KenZy's thinking, well, how could I lose this game? What if I get Doom dropped and he builds, what is that, 7 cannons right in the Doom drop path? Like, no, this is not how I lose this game.
But look at KenZy, already 5,000 minerals. He's winning the expansion battles again, so he's in very, very good position, but somehow he just can't finish Ty2. He just can't find the right army composition to come and kill him. It's so hard for him. Yeah. We were seeing that in the previous game with 9,000 bank. He was going here and there, but it didn't work for him.
You ever noticed how the Plague upgrade ability icon looks like the Reaver Scarab damage upgrade icon? They both look almost exactly the same. I didn't realize that until now. Sorry, that was my random 7 a.m. question.
Yeah, but you're right. It's very similar. It's very similar image graphics of this upgrade. And
okay,
but
anyway, I'm only saying that because there's nothing actually happening on the map. Both players are having trouble attacking into each other. Ty2 is doing a good job expanding. There's another Dark Storm out here, but there's plenty of Size Storm. See if he can take out all these units. Yeah, just blanketing the storms on top of everything. Actually storming a lot of his own units too, so I don't know if that's working as planned. But I think KenZy just runs everything over here.
Yeah, but there are still a lot of Zealots left. There are 2 Archons. Storms are still having energy, so...
Don't fight under that Dark Storm against Cracklings. That's not the way to do it.
Oh, if he will kill this precious army of Protoss, it might be a shot for Ty2 to get back to this game. He's killing a lot of Dragoons. It's huge victory for him, because now KenZy, it will be perfect for him to recall to his main base and add Zealots to this army and fight again, because you don't want to lose these precious gas units.
Yeah, I mean, most of KenZy's army survives. He's reinforcing it with a ton of Dragoons. I don't know if Dragoons are exactly what you want your army to be made up of against the Zerg with Dark Swarm, but hey, he won the battle. He killed the base off at the inner 12, and now he's going to be able to retreat successfully and defend his bases because he's double expanding on the left-hand side of the map.
Yeah, he's spending his resources because 6,000 murals is a lot, but that's really impressive how good Ty2 can fight from a back foot. Like, he's still trying to do something and it's still not the end of the game. Like, if he will stabilize with like 1 more base, it should be fine for him for another few minutes, because he still has some resources in the main and natural.
This looks almost exactly the opposite of the last game. Instead, it's KenZy expanding to every single map, or every single base on the map. Oh, look at these couple of lurkers being killed off down there between KenZy's bases, and yeah, he controls the middle of the map.
Yeah, this is what he needs to do. It's only 3 players map. It's not 4 players map where you can, when Zerg right now could take another respawn. It's like fight for the left side of the map until the end of the game. Oh, plus 3 Carpers will be there in a second, so this Zerglings will be much more cost efficient from now on. And only 3-1 upgrades from KenZy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's a little bit slow on his upgrades. He's getting 1-1 defensive upgrades, and he's massing High Templar. So I think KenZy is having some struggles when it comes to the offense this game. So I think we're gonna be here for a while now.
Recall to the main base!
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what a god. I cannot believe that. He recalled 3 observers in there as well, so just in case there were any lurkers, they would be seen. Bermuda, where are you at? So I think the main is actually just gonna die here. How many storms does he have with this recall? Okay, he's got a couple. So he can storm those Cracklings, and the next batch coming through. Oh my god, so much damage from these storms!
Such a nice storms from Mr. KenZy. In the same time, Ty2 is trying to make a counter-attack to this middle base, but I think killing main base is much more precious for KenZy than killing his one of 12 bases.
Yeah, that's right. He's got 1 million bases, so yeah, maybe this inner base dies, but it's not even the most important base on the map, so I think it's still going to be cleaned up just barely. Some DTs doing a ton of damage here. And yeah, I think he might even save that one. He's going to kill off the Hive in the main. Oh my god, sickest recall here from KenZy.
And he's rebuilding the spawning pool, but I don't see the Filer mount anywhere. So there will be no possibility of making the Filers anymore for Mr. Ty2. He's fighting as hard as he can.
Well, I mean, Ty2 is down 100 supply. That's going to do it. GG, Ty2 taps out. KenZy is the final player to advance on to the BSL Season 5 round.